Hello and welcome back to Survival Challenge. So in the last episode we picked up a load of grass to make silage bales that are too heavy for this tractor, so we'll have to figure something different out for that. Excuse me. So I think what we're going to do today is continue by picking up the rest of this grass, making sure the productions are all full, and then we're actually going to move into August fairly quickly. I don't think there's any point in us selling our silage just yet that's in the bigger bunker over there, but it's definitely something we can look at doing. So we need to get the case tractor. Actually no, we'll grab the Valtra. It's got a little bit more power, it'll pick up this grass a bit easier. So we need our trailer, if I can remember where I put it. Yep, over there by the grain silo. And we need the pickup forage, which is by the trailer. And it'll just be a nice quick time lapse of getting all that silage into the smaller pit, I would think. So trailer is attached. Hopefully we get a decent amount out of this, make a bit of extra money. Because we're not in a position where we need to sell anything really at the minute, I may as well hold off on selling the silage until we need the silage pit, the larger silage pit. So let's get on with this, and I will see you in a few minutes. Okay, so that's all that grass picked up, and we've not done terrible out of it, to be honest with you. Still going to have a fair few thousand litres of silage at the end of this, which is always nice. So we'll get this in here. Hopefully I don't make a mess of it like normal and get stuck. Excellent, easy. Right, so we can put this all to one side and go and get the silage compactor. I think we'll use the case for that. So jump on this, go and get the silage compactor and get that pit compacted and sheeted, and then at least that is one job complete. We definitely need to look at getting probably a telehandler, I think, and also we need to pick up this feed mix that needs topping up with silage. So we've got silage compactor in here. If I can actually get to it, because I seem to have moved it. Yeah. So I will compact the silage pit and I will be back with you when that is done. Okay, so that is all compacted. There's quite a bit there, 84,500 litres there is, which isn't bad at all. It's definitely worth a few grand in the bank when it's all fermented. So we will sheet that. That's done and ready to go. So I know I said I wasn't going to sell the silage out of the pit, but because we want to buy a telehandler so we can move these bales, I think I will go and do that. So we'll go and empty the silage pit and get it ready for the next lot. If this tractor will actually move. It's getting there now. Yeah, the more money we can get and make, the better, but while we actually need something, we may as well get the money together now and do it. So we will start picking out all this silage up. Let's see, pipe out, turn it on, and just take our time going in. Right, so I will time lapse a few trips. Why is it throwing it in the bucket? Oh no. Right. Yes, I will time lapse a few trips going and selling all of this grass silage. I'll be back shortly. Okay, so the pit is nearly empty. There's a few little bits left to grab up. and we've not done bad out of it. Not really ideal selling it right away. December would have obviously been the correct time to sell, but that's fine. We've got plenty more coming, and there's things we need and want. So as soon as this pit is empty, we'll get this off, get it sold. Whoops, there we go. Excellent. Silo is empty. And we started at £98,000, we're now at 54, nearly 55. So the next job we've got is, obviously after selling this, there's a couple of things I want to do. Obviously I need to get water into the greenhouse. I want to check when I can plant either sunflower seeds or canola in, and go from there as to what I decide to do, because them two fields that we've just gone through, we could do with planting them in, like I said last time, with some sort of oil crop, so we can get the sunflower oil, canola oil production going, which would be really nice. So we'll just tip this in here, and while that's emptying, that's the wrong one. May as well check the sale while we're here. Nope. While that's emptying, we will check when we can plant canola there. Sunflowers wouldn't be till March. So I guess we will probably move on to August quite quick and get that field sorted out. So I might wait until August to buy the telehandler as well. So I will go back to the farm, I will fill up the water in the greenhouse, take any more wool over to the spinnery, and then I will see you in August. And welcome back. You joined me on a very, we'll call it a wet August. Fortunately there's nothing to harvest and lots of work to do elsewhere, like filling all the water up. I need to check the animals, they probably need feeding. We're actually alright for water and grass for the sheep for now. We're 2 months away ish. Where are the older ones? Yeah, we're not far away from having a few more new sheep. How many do we actually have in there now? 10, 20. We've got more than I expected actually. So hopefully we're going to get a decent amount of wool off them. Obviously overnight there's a pallet and a bit there, nearly a pallet and a half, maybe just over actually, which is always good because that can go to the spinnery at some point during this in-game month. But as I said, we're going to have a look first off for a telehandler, because that's going to be the next job, is moving all these bales, at least the straw ones. So I will have a look. We can check the sale. Nothing, but that's pretty good actually. It's just a shame we don't quite need something that big yet, as nice as it would be to have. Right, so we could either go for a wheel loader or we could use the Volvo. That'll lift everything up. But again, that might be a little bit overkill. Let's have a look at the telehandlers. There's a few. We could get something like this, the Leaper. This is a mod. 73,000. That's too small. Decisions. What about front loaders? What's that weight? The weight on 5.7 tons, so that would as well. Well, there's a decision to be made here, isn't there? And I think the way to go really I don't think it would be this. Though it does have bale forks. And then it can be used for moving either manure or... well, it can be used for anything, can't it? Let's face it. It wouldn't be very good for stacking, I don't think. I reckon it'd be quite awkward. High dump bucket, 3,500 litres. 4,000 litre bucket. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'm having it. And obviously we need some form of attachment for it. So we will get, for now, just the bale spike, I think. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go and pick that up. It's huge. That leaves us nearly enough actually to buy that Fendt. It's just a shame we don't really need it. Right, so I will go and put this to work picking them bales up. It does say the rain will stop by 9 o'clock. The bales of straw that we've actually got in the field we are going to sell because we've got plenty by the, well, in our bale storage shed. So I don't know, instead of me driving to and from, because I don't have another flatbed, I will jump cut to when these bales are sold. I should be able to take a few at a time, and I will leave the silage bales in the field, so I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so this machine was actually a lot easier to manoeuvre than I was expecting it to be. It's a lot easier to stack them bales than I thought it would be. So that's all them cleared anyway. So what we're going to do now is clear them 3 trees that are pretty much directly in front of us, run them over to the carpentry, and we're going to plough these 2 fields together, and we're going to seed in canola, and then that'll be ready for next year to get the oil productions, and then eventually we might do some olives. So let's get the chainsaw out. Oh yeah. And get rid of some trees. So I want to get rid of that one out of the field as well. Where are you? Why is it not letting me do it? It's just not... oh, it was catching there. Get rid of that stump. Yeah. Can I get this one? Get rid of that stump. And I believe these trees should be light enough to pick up. They should. Right, let's set these straight to the production over here. There's like 70 odd, still 60 odd thousand litres of wood in here. It's going to be processing and selling for quite a long time. Just make sure I can remember where that trigger is. There it is. Right. So I'll just get rid of these 2 other trees, and I will see you back when I've got the plough. Okay, so them 3 pane trees have gone. We have the subsoiler attached to the Valtra, and this is just going to be a quick job of get this. If I remember rightly, it was that button. No, why? Yeah. There we go. And we'll just plough down the middle of there and get these 2 fields attached together nicely. We have to come back for a little bit here where it gets a bit wider, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. then this will be bigger than the soybean field is, which is another bit of a bonus. I do apologise for my phone going off again. And also considering a larger seed drill. The one we've got is brilliant, don't get me wrong, but I think the fields are getting that way now, where things need to be a little bit bigger. So we'll go about there with that. And I think I missed a tiny little spot there, so we might have to come back just to the left of the tractor now. I'll double check that, I'll just go over it once, because why not? There we go. So them two have now become one nice big field. I'm pretty sure not long ago we did actually look at a seeder, and really for what we were going to spend, I think the working width on that seeder was pretty good. Well, let's have a look anyway. Drop that there. So first off, there wasn't anything in the sale, was there? No, just that really tempting fence. Let's see what the working width is on our seeder. It is where is it? 5.2 meters. So can we find anything that's bigger than that? Hopefully considerably bigger than that. That's not going to be too expensive. Six meters, and then we get really expensive. What have we got in the horse pack? That's huge. I'm thinking that and that have to go together though. Doesn't say anything about horsepower for that. 225, so we can run it. You know what? Yeah. Customize. Let's see what we can. Additional weights. No. I'm going to do it because it's something interesting. I'm just going to silence this phone. Again, I do apologise for it going off. There we go. Off. Done. So this should actually make quite a quick job because it's a 9 meter working width. Hopefully it's not too heavy. So we will take the Valtra with us, and if we have to, we'll buy a front weight for it as well. Oops. It's alright, that one's going to get sold soon. So what we'll do, we'll fill this up with fertiliser and seed, and then it'll be a nice quick job with a nice big setup. So this is going to look pretty cool, I think. It's all yellow. Bit of a Scandi flick. This holds 5,000 litres of, I'm assuming, both. But I'm also hoping it will actually take both. Or is this just for fertiliser? What is going on? Have I done something wrong here? Let's attach it to the drill as well and see where we go from there. terrible. So how does this work? Can I fill it with seed? I should be able to fill it with seed. I mean, let's face it, it is a seed drill after all. We shall buy some seeds. Fill that up. I genuinely thought when we were looking at buying this, where are you? It said it can do seeds and fertilizer. Let's have a look. Seed, fertilizer. Oh well. If it won't do it, it won't do both, then it won't do both. And I've just realised as well, this might not be a direct drill. We'll find out in a moment. I'll see you back at the field. Right, let's see how this goes. Hopefully it will actually plan for us. That doesn't look like it's doing anything. Which means it's not a direct drill. Which means I need a nice big cultivator to go with this job. So, I guess we'll look at buying a cultivator as well. I'm sure there's one that is part of this. It's got to be. Right, let's have a look. Cultivators, anything over this end? What about disc harrows? There's a few, slightly out of our price range, like, but there's a few. Remember on this series we can't rent, so it's got to be bought, whatever it is. 5 metre, 6 metre. Hmm, 45,000. Disc harrows fuse shallow cultivation. The machine allows to create fields. Is advisable to rent this machine only. Looks like we're about to spend £45,000 on a 6 metre cultivator. £180 horsepower. Let's see. Buy. Yes. Well, we're set up for doing big fields anyway. Let's get the case. And hopefully we can get that on a worker. And we can follow it behind and seed. So let's go pick that up and I will be back in a moment. Okay, so we are back. We now have a cultivator as well. So let's get this working away. I'll do a quick headland with it and then put it off on a worker, and hopefully a worker will be able to do the whole inside of the field. So I will time-lapse doing this, and hopefully we can get started on seeding this field today. I'll be back in a moment.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. I sit here looking.
Okay, as you can see, we've got the cultivator working nicely in the field, and we're following behind, and it is planting canola seed in for us. So I was expecting this to be a bigger job than it looks like it's turning out to be. Though we have only got £10,000 left in the bank, well, nearly £11,000 left in the bank. So we really need to start making some money again. Hopefully all these productions will set themselves up. We've got some more silage to sell as well at some point very, very soon. So it's not as bad as it looks. There is a rock there. Don't want to run into that. Damage our brand new machine. That wouldn't be very good. But we are quite quickly catching up to the case. Just gonna seed from about here and go round, only because I wouldn't catch the whole field otherwise. So yeah, go like that. Obviously if I catch up to the worker, then I will have to slow down or stop for a bit and carry on with the cultivating myself. But for now, we've got 2 tractors on one job. Or should I say 2 tractors? Well, it is one job really, cultivating and seeding a field. So I will time-lapse a bit more, and I will see you hopefully when this field is all planted.
You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be One day I'll be yours. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you.
Okay, so as you can see, the work has finished its cultivating. I'm actually going to leave the cultivator on the back of the case. I don't know if we're going to be using the case again between now and when we harvest the soybeans. So we'll just fold this up and then we'll put it around the back of the cow shed. It actually did a much better job doing that than I thought. I was expecting it to stop and just leave patches everywhere. But I reckon I've probably done a worse job than this has. So let's get back to the Voltra. I'm going to quickly check how the field looks now, hoping that I've not actually missed anything. So, oh, literally just one little patch there, and I've got to finish this. So, actually, I'm more pleased with that than I thought I would be. A tiny little patch. So we'll just go down this bottom edge at the end, make sure it's all planted in. Am I actually on? I am now. Right. That was nearly a disaster. But this has taken a lot less time than I expected it to. Really happy with this setup, especially with that cultivator as well. Worth every penny that we spent. Spent a lot in this episode, a couple of 100,000 easy. But fortunately we do have some grass silage coming in soon that will be ready to sell. And we'll also have some soybeans that will be getting sold fairly soon as well. I'm assuming there's going to be quite a lot there. So this is going to be the last pass. Yep. So we'll get this done. Oh, it's a big field for canola. Hopefully we can afford a bigger combine for next year. But if I get the opportunity this year, I'm actually going to create another arable field the other side of the road down there. So as I said, I'm just going to go down here, finish this last little patch off. I think, can I see where it is that we missed? It's not here. Anyway, we won't have missed it by the time we get down there. And it didn't use a massive amount of seed either. Still got 3,600 litres, which is plenty to do our fields with. There we go. And we'll fold that up. But I like this setup. That's pretty good. So, we'll have a look there. Check for the fertilised state of these fields. Oh gosh, definitely a lot to do there. Lines everywhere. Right, okay. Okay, so that is all I've got time for today. If you enjoyed the episode, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more survival challenge on No Man's Land. Goodbye.